Actually, I've always thought that was pretty clever, and we did get a good laugh out of it. Chris, I too listen to FM every day. Lately, I've become even more devoted. I go to sleep by it and then wake up by it. And very nice. And good luck. Thank you, President Spen, for your nice remarks. And fellow Rotarians, guests, ladies and gentlemen, I was pleased to be asked to introduce Dr. Mark Emmert because I met him when he first came here about 6 years ago. When I met Mark and Delane, I thought to myself, what a wonderful young couple to lead the university into the future. And I was right. During those 6 years, he has accomplished many fine things. Uppermost, probably, is the incredible results of the fundraising team of Bill Gates Sr. and Mark Emmert. An amazing $2.7 billion was raised from over 300,000 donors. Another project that he started is the Husky Promise. I like that one real well. A program that guarantees scholarships to economically disadvantaged young people who are capable and prepared to do university work. The GI Bill did that for me. I understand that the program has been very successful. In addition to university accomplishments, he and Delane have been active supporters of the larger community. One thing that I personally know about is their support for the Woodland Park Zoo, where they sponsored 2 crowded tables of eager givers. Another notable aspect of his work is his support and encouragement of the remarkable research dimension at the university. I am eager to hear his speech today. But today, as we look to the future, we celebrate the fact that Dr. Emmert has always emphasized the need for strong academic work for college athletes. I want to personally thank you, Mark, for getting us back in the game of football. We are looking forward to an exciting season starting soon. Now you're going to have a chance to influence the national scene of collegiate sports. They are lucky to get you at the NCAA. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present Dr. Mark Emmert, President of the University of Washington.
Thank you, Floyd. Well, first of all, thank you all for the wonderful greeting. It's I don't know, maybe the 3rd or 4th time I've had a chance to talk to this group, and I've enjoyed it immensely each time because you represent our city and community so well, and pretty much every corner of that community. I also was delighted to be mentioned in an invocation, Father Steve. That was much appreciated. I was wondering where you were when we went 0-12 when I could have used those prayers. I was also reminded I had only once before in my career have I ever had my name mentioned in a positive way in prayer. And it was a marvelous meeting that I had in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'd been there a year or two, and I went to a meeting in one of the historically black churches in town. We were working with the black community there. There are all kinds of problems, as you can imagine, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And this wonderful, wonderful, beautiful older woman got up and led an invocation, and she gave this great prayer and said very, very nice things like you did, Steve. And at the end of which, though, she said, "'Cause he's going to need it." She was right. But I appreciate it also because Father Sunborn mentioned my new role. What he didn't say is, of course, the NCAA is a membership association. And Phil Easton's here too, president of SPU. Phil, where are you sitting? Bill? He was here. He might have ducked down. Oh, right over here. And what he didn't say is that starting October 1st, he and Phil become my boss. And I will be working for them. I will now have 1,200 university and college presidents to report to. I have right now Bill Gates and 9 other spectacular colleagues for whom I work. I'm not sure I got the better end of this deal in the change, but I'm very excited and looking forward to it. And what I wanted to do was, this talk is billed as leading and leaving a great research university. I wanted to start with the leaving part, because it's closely related to the leading part. The leaving part is, in many ways, a very telling piece, because I accepted this new opportunity because it's a fantastic opportunity. It's not something I ever aspired to, not something that was on my mind. The NCAA was being led by a former university president, Miles Brand, president of Indiana, president of Oregon. Good fellow, friend of mine, and he suddenly got pancreatic cancer and was dead within 6 months. And so this position came open, and I was approached about it, and I decided that I would much rather have had it occur, 2 or 3 years from now, but it occurred when it occurred, and I decided that it was an opportunity that I needed to take advantage of. There were people who speculated that, this was about Mark Emmert wanting to leave the UW, Mark Emmert unhappy with the legislature, Mark Emmert unhappy with this or that, all of which is complete baloney. I am enormously proud of my alma mater in this university. The easy part was to say, sure, I'll take on the job of president of the NCAA. The hard part was to say that I would leave an institution that I love and a job that I've absolutely been delighted to have for a little more than 6 years now. So that part was the hard part. The interesting piece about leaving one job and moving to another is you of course, and probably everybody here has changed jobs once or twice in their lives, as you think about what were you pleased with, what went right, but you also say, what are the things that I wish I'd done better, what could I have done more, how could I have contributed in a more effective fashion. The things that I'm proud of the most, Floyd's already mentioned some of them. Having Bill Gates as a partner in a fundraising drive that brought 300,000 donors to the university, and what could be more special than that? And I'd love to take credit for each and every one of those 300,000, but about 2 of them were mine and 298,000 were Bill's. But it was fun, and it was exciting, and it's had a huge bit of impact on our institution. I'm really thrilled with Husky Promise. We now have 7,000 undergraduates at the UW who pay no tuition and no fees. 7,000 of our undergraduates go to the UW for free. It allows us to have the socioeconomic diversity that we're so proud of. The UW, and there's many Huskies here I know, and the UW has always been a place that's been open to people regardless of their ability to pay, regardless of who their mama was, regardless of where they came from, and we are now continuing that tradition, even though we have become a highly selective university that is very competitive to get into. We had, for this coming fall's class, we had 25,000 applicants for 5,000 slots. 54% of those applicants were non-residents. That means 54% of the people who said, I want to be a Husky, came from everywhere, every corner of the country and all around the world. 54% of that candidate said, I'll pay $25,000 a year to go be a Husky. That's how much they wanted in. Now, we only took a tiny slice of them, and we're still 82% Washingtonians. But to become a member of the UW freshman class, you have to be a very, very good student, but you do not have to be rich. You do not have to be a third-generation college graduate. 1/3 of our students who just graduated, they were the first member of their family to graduate from college. So the institution that I'm so proud of is one that has become a truly world-class university that competes with any university anywhere, but still allows anyone to gain access to that education who has the wherewithal to get in. That's a great accomplishment that I'm really proud of. I'm proud of the leadership team that we've assembled at the university. While it's always hard to leave, I have enormous confidence that the university is going to be successful going forward because of the people that are still there.